Brody?
I got a quick question. You had the opportunity, if I'm not wrong here, to sign with the Blue Jays once upon a time. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is very correct.
Why did you? What made you pick? And it was the right decision. What made you pick football over baseball? Because you can't there's guys right now playing baseball, Instagram during innings. It's on Guys are getting in shit for Instagramming.
Yeah, they're not. What you're saying is it's almost like it'd be easier on your body 15 years from now.
No doubt. I kind of have a little story with this baseball thing. So I get a call from a Blue Jay scout 2 years later, or a year and a half later. I had a broken foot at the time, and they don't know this, so I hope they don't listen to this. But I had a leg cast right below my knee, and I see the Ontario number on my phone. I'm like, who's calling me that I don't have again, not a caller ID.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello?
What girl did I meet at a bar?
Exactly. But it was Ontario, so I'm and
I'm a daddy, oh no.
That's right. Uh-oh. He's like, hey, this is, Blue Jays, are you still playing baseball? We'd like to see you come out, have a little workout. I remember looking down at my foot. I hadn't picked up a bat in at least 2 years.
Yeah. I
was at breakfast right after morning lift and being like, oh, yeah, man, I'm playing all the time. Okay. Like, well, do you have any time off? And in about 3 weeks, I had some time off. So I'm like, yeah, I got 2 weeks off in May. So I get out of the cast. I go down, and I'm hitting every day with my dad. Every day. Going back to my old high school, my dad's throwing me BP, and I'm just taking 100, 200 swings a day. And I'm like, dude, I've lost it. I can't find it. I'm not hitting the ball well. So the day before I went up there, I'm like, Dad, I don't want to go. I don't want to embarrass myself. He's like, you're going. You got to go.
Blue Jays.
And he goes, worst comes to worst. He goes, you got to work out at the Rogers Center. So I'm like, all right. So I'm expecting there to be a few guys there. I stroll in. It's me, 4 scouts, and my dad's in the dugout, and no one in the stands.
Fuck.
I'm like, oh my God. So the first, he goes, hey, you want to bunt one and get the speed of it down? I'm like, sure, yeah. So I missed the bunt by 2-3 feet. And the guy's like, you know what? You don't have to bunt. Just swing away. So I'm like, okay. And my dad tells me, he said he was just howling in the dugout. Like, dude, are you kidding me? That was terrible.
Yeah, you can't even
bunt in batting practice.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, dude, that was bad. So, but the next pitch I hit was a liner right back at the cage, or at the screen, and then the next one was a homer dead center. And it was the weight of the world. I was like, all right, now, you don't want to go out and not hit one home run.
Sure.
So you get one early, and I was like, okay, I'm good. And next thing you know, I just started raking, bam, bam. And I'm a big pull guy. And I was hitting a couple out the other way, and I hit a couple deep at the Rogers
Fourth
Center.
level?
I want to say I might have hit the Phil Beeston sign.
Yeah, okay.
Down the right field line
there.
Yeah. And they were like, man, we'll sign you right now. I'm like, what? I'm like, are you serious? And they're like,
really?
You got to stop football. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I cannot do that. So we ended up working something out where I signed with them to go down there and
Dunedin or
Dunedin. That was an extended spring, the lowest of the low. And again, it was fun, but it was a thing where I was there for probably 3 weeks. And it was my first ever time playing a professional sport. So it was neat in that sense. But I went back. I was like, you know what? I'm 6-7 years. I mean, I had enough confidence, at that time where I'm like, hey, if I work hard enough at this, I can get to the major leagues.
So cool, dude.
But I was 21, 22 years old, and I'm sitting there like, dude, so if I stay healthy and go 6 years, I was way behind the 8 ball. And I hadn't played baseball in 4 or 5 years. And I'm like, I'm 6 or 7 years from making the majors. Best case scenario. Or I'm 6 or 7 months from getting drafted to the NFL. So you know what? I think I'm going to stick with it. Was I think I'm going to stick with football. So that's kind of, it wasn't really I never at one point had a choice hey, I'm going to do.
It wasn't like Bo Jackson,
exactly,
star
or baseball, which route you're going to go. Coming out of high school, a little bit of that, but it was still football's always kind of been the main number one for me. And I miss baseball. I miss hitting. I didn't enjoy playing first base.
Yeah.
I loved hitting.
You love hitting.
And I love playing the outfield. Everyone would be like, dude, I don't play outfield. I'm like, dude, put me out there.
Well, look how fast you are.
That's what I'm saying. I could run. And that's the other thing. If you ask me to throw the ball far, I actually can aim it. But it's like the 50, 60-yard throws where I'm like, oh, dude, this dude's really close to me, man. Like, I hated it.
It was all about just tossing it.
Exactly.
Hammer in, you had a gun.
A guy hits a double off the fence, I just pick up and throw it as hard as I can, Hey,
what's up? I'm Roddy. Subscribe to our channel. You're going to love it. For the rest of this episode, you got to check out our podcast online on the website. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.